I'm Amy Iannatelli, Executive Director of Circle of Friends Services. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and also a registered play therapist. I often get questions from new therapists about setting up their first sand tray. So we're going to do a demonstration today on setting up a starter sand tray, but also a portable sand tray, one that can be taken into schools and into homes. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to get your tray. This one I bought at Target for $5. It is about 16 by 23, but you can really get any size that you would like, as long as it's big enough for the child to have some room to work in. The next thing you're going to want to do is you want to get your sand. This sand I purchased at Toys R Us. It is about $5.99 a bag, and you can just ask the sales clerk to get it for you, and they'll even put it in your car for you. This is the bag. It comes at, it's 50 pounds for $6.99. It'll probably give you about 3 trays. So you'll have a lot left over to switch out your sand over several months, because you're going to want to clean it and switch it out over time. Okay, and now the next task is gathering all of your miniatures. Many therapists believe that very specific toys need to be selected in your sand tray. However, that is true, except it's really about the category of your toy. And there's lots of room within those categories to choose from. So you can create and gather these supplies from various stores, and we're going to talk about where to get all of these things. The first category is, and probably the easiest one, is animals. So I have some animals here that I have gathered for my sand tray. And this is it's a dinosaur and a gorilla. You're going to want different types of animals. Dinosaurs represent grief and loss, also aggressive play. Jungle animals can be very aggressive as well. So you're also going to want a nice mix of some domestic animals as well. Here's a pig and a horse. So ones that aren't so scary and aggressive. Animals are very easy to find. I bought all of these at Toys R Us. They have kits made by Animal Planet that provide both jungle, domestic animals, and dinosaurs. And I'm going to show you the crate that those come in. This is one of the boxes that I buy, and this can be purchased for $10, and it comes with a ton of animals. So this is a really good find. And again, this is at Toys R Us. Okay, your next category of toy is people. Now, people are a little bit more difficult to come by, especially in toy stores, because toy stores tend to have characters or different cartoon-related ones, and not a standard family. So family and people, you might have to look on Amazon or specific therapy websites to get those. I have a couple here. This is from Amazon, and this is a therapy family that was purchased. Super important for your people is to get a variety of races and cultures. You want your client to be able to find themselves and their family represented well in your toy selection. So do take the time and money to invest in gathering different races and cultures. This was a really good find, and that's why I wanted to include it in this demonstration. These toys, this family is like a block family. This was found on Oriental Trading. Came with about 40 different blocks, various family members, various races and cultures, all for only $20. So, and it suits well for sand tray because they're blocks. So if you're interested. I also found these on Amazon. This will be a little bit more difficult to see. So these are babies. And I think it's important for kids to be able to have something that's a little vulnerable, and to be able to communicate that and represent that in a sand tray. These babies are made by the name brand Safari. They come in different tubes. You can find them at Amazon or Michael's or different hobby stores. They're about $10 for a tube, so you get about 10 different toys in each tube, so it's still a good deal. And you have, there's a lot of variety to it. Not only do they make these babies, but they also make mythological, they make knights, they make buildings and vegetation. So this brand is a really good one. Next category is vehicles. Vehicles are easy to find. You can get cars and trucks. You can also get boats, airplanes, all of those things. I have 2 cars here and a little boat. Again, it's about having a bit of a variety in each category. You can find them wherever you like. This was just like a little car set. And this came in a set at Toys R Us that we're going to talk about in a minute. That is a really good find. But one of the most important things about the vehicles is finding an emergency vehicle set. Fire trucks, ambulances, police cars. Kids with trauma have often experienced these items, and they want to be able to communicate them in their tray. Also, they want to be able to have some rescue or some helpers to be able to be included in their sand tray, or not included, which is also telling. Okay, our next category is vegetation. And I want to talk a little bit about Toys R Us. Toys R Us has their own name brand called True Heroes. And it looks like this. And again, it's only $10 like the Animal Planet one. And they have lots of different variety. They have an army one, they have a pirate one, mythological. And within this kit, you will get several different categories. And so vegetation is one of them that's included. You get these neat little trees. You will get these army men, which are very, very good for lots of different items. I would be sure to have different colors available, a minimum of like 10 colors each. And also in that kit, you will get maybe some buildings. This is a jail cell. You can include a house, a school, different buildings, but this jail cell comes in that Toys R Us kit. And this is highly used by a lot of the kids that I work with. They have the opportunity to lock up bad guys and have some problem solving, or even reenact the trauma of parents being incarcerated. So vegetation is very important, and also natural items are very important. And these are easy to find and cheap too. These are just some rocks, and also I have some shells right up here that I want to show you. Oops. So these rocks and shells I got at a craft store for just a few dollars for a big bag, so they can be shared. And this can help them, create some design in the sand tray. They can use it to create barriers. Also in the Toys R Us kit, you can find these plastic rocks that will add to your vegetation and natural items. Our next category is going to be mythological stuff. I only have 2 items here to show you, so you'll want to create a little bit more. These came from the safari tubes that we were talking about earlier. This is a dragon, and this is a fairy godmother. And I believe that it's important to have both things that are dangerous and scary and things that are helpers and good problem solving, so that they have a wide variety to choose from to help communicate exactly what they need to tell you. And then there's some very specific items that you might want to get. This might be a little hard to see, but this is a coffin and a gravestone. This I purchased at Michael's around Halloween time, but you can get them online as well. A little bit more expensive for just a couple of items. However, this will help kids to communicate these issues if they need to. Some therapists have asked me, do I include these items if the child does not have those grief and loss issues? And I tell them, yes, I do. I don't remove or take out things. I let them choose the toys to include in the sand tray. If it's not something that speaks to them, they likely won't use it. And I also do not label the toys for them. So I don't tell them that this is a gravestone and this is a coffin. They can also have the opportunity to choose to use it in another way that's different for them. Having helpers is very important to include in your sand tray. Helpers give them opportunity to resolve problems. Superheroes are really good for that. I choose both boy and girl superheroes to represent genders the same. And this just happened to be a really good find at McDonald's in the kids' meal toys. So this is a good example of just kind of always being on the lookout for various items that you might run across. And last but not least, I have some sand tray specific items. Now these I purchased at a website specific for sand tray toys. It's called Toys of the Trade. They have a very large selection of different sand tray toys. And this is a bridge, and these are some fences. And this will give the child opportunity to create a sand tray with maybe some movement from one side to another, or to block off different areas, or to provide some protection or restriction for how the scene is going to play out. So these are a very important part of your kit. So I would definitely invest in these items. They are not expensive. I think I paid only a couple of dollars for each item, and well worth it. So again, that's Toys of the Trade online, and you can look them up. So that is creating your sand tray, getting your sand, and gathering all of your miniatures. So I thank you for joining us today, and we will be back with some more play therapy videos. Thank you.